Hey everybody, welcome to another video with Recap with D. I wanted to briefly step in and just give my opinion on a few things that have been going on in the blogs lately. First and foremost, rest in paradise to the Queen Traci Braxton. This is a very, very sad situation. Traci was, in my opinion, the peacekeeper of the bunch. Of all of her sisters, she was my favorite Braxton. As much as people love Tony, Traci had a whole fan base and I was a part of it. I love her. She was funny and she had great energy. Whenever they were filming their show, I was definitely tuned in. Back then, I watched every single episode. It was a good experience watching them in their true form, and Traci was always my favorite one till this very day. So this is really heartbreaking. I feel for the family. They lost a true angel. She was truly a blessing. Anyway, moving on. This Kim and Kanye situation, I just wanted to speak on this for a second. I think this situation is a hot mess. Let's start by saying Kanye is dead wrong for the harassment, because that is exactly what it is. An ace of spade is an ace of spade. This is harassment. I love Kanye. I love what he does. He's a genius. He's great at music. He's great at what he does. He's great at marketing too. But I think that, he might need to tone it down a little bit. Threatening people online, threatening people's lives. I think this is really going a little bit too far. Now, DL Hughley, he was right. He was right. What he talked about, if it was someone else, we're not going to really go too deep into that, what DL said, but if it was someone else, this situation would have turned out differently, or it would have been handled by now. I think the way that he delivered the message, I think that's wrong. DL Hughley can deliver the message in a way where you don't have to insult someone's mental health. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what everybody is doing, actually, even Pete. I'm very against insulting people when it comes to their mental health. When it, and with Kanye, in the case of Kanye, he definitely does have a problem. So, and we can all see that, we all know that. So to speak on it, to make it seem, as if it's a joke or a laughing matter, it's not. It's not. Now, in my opinion, because I believe nothing and I question everything, I think it's all stunts. Before, the album, it was a bunch of hoopla. The album was released, then it died down, and now it's pumping back up again. I don't know if there's a concert coming up, or if something's about to happen, or if it's making the sales spike, or the plays spike on whatever on STEM and all that. People, I don't know what this is doing. I think it's a stunt. I don't know, I think it's pushing a certain agenda or narrative. However, on the other end of the spectrum, I think that we're dealing with a particular case of this man and his children. When it comes to a man and his children, you don't play around with people's kids. And he loves his children. He supports his children. He wants them in his life. He wants to be a part of their life. And I think that, if Kim is playing a game, it needs to stop. I think if she's doing it just to get back at him, it definitely needs to stop, because it can backfire. It can definitely backfire. The kids are not going to be in the dark for long, and they are getting older. It's very trashy behavior for women to do things like this to men who are good fathers and want to be in the child's life. Ye is right. about having his daughter on TikTok. She does not need to be on TikTok. She doesn't. She's too young. She's young. She's fragile. This social media era is turning out very, very bad for our youth. And I mean, I pray they get the situation worked out, honestly. I pray they get it worked out. Moving on. Jussie. I wanted to come and just, you know, I really just have some thoughts about the situation with him. Everybody should know, you know, the story back then with Mr. Smollet. He has been sentenced to 150 days in jail, I guess. Justice has been served. Okay. He had an outburst in court saying he is not suicidal. He don't plan on killing himself. Now, given today's climate, being a black man, I know he got a little beige in him, and I know he might be a little tan, but still, he's a black man. He's black. A lot of times you go in and you don't come back out, and the cause is by suicide. And we know that that's not always true. And in most cases, it's not true. Now, Mr. Smollet was also stressing how he did not do this. This man is still denying this situation to this very day. And I think that that is very, very strange. Now, if he did this, which the justice system proves that he did, he needs to pipe down, for real. But if there is any small possibility that he didn't do it, I'm open to it. I'm open to it only because I'm no fool. Like I said, I believe nothing. I question everything. Big G, I'm not going to say who Big G is, but I'm going to just say Big G can definitely, you know, send text messages from your phone to someone else. They can set you up. Big G can blackmail you. Big G can make you humiliate yourself. And listen, I believe that, you know, human puppets do exist. And without me saying too much, just don't play with Big G. I don't know, you know, I just think that this situation is very, very, very strange. I do have some questions. Do I believe he did it based off the evidence? Yes, I do. Do I believe that there is something missing, that we don't know something? Yeah, I do. So on both ends of the spectrum, I'm just somewhere in the middle, just lingering on that situation. So yeah, that's pretty much just what I wanted to come in and talk about with you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. I will see you all in the next video.